Hello, welcome to Parental Roll. I'm Phil. I'll be the Dungeon Master. We're playing 5e, and we're playing around the table because we're a family unit, and we figured you could come join us and get a feeling for what D&D around the table is like
With kids.
and when you can actually hang out with people. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy our fun. Hey.
I'm Beka, and I play Gadget, and I'm the best person here.
Really?
I'm Lewis, and I play Jake, and I cannot agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm Trish, and I play Mist.
I'm Sarah, and I play Era Or.
I'm Sam, and I'm the youngest in the family, and I play Luna Lights.
All right. So everyone's got snacks and drinks.
Yes.
Like last time.
All right, so you have just finished spending the night at Luna at the Night Shadow encampment. Mist thinks that she's found one possible trail leading out, and Luna found a couple more as a wolf.
All right.
You've finished sleeping. You have a nice meal, and you're getting prepared to set out.
Which direction should we go?
How about we split up?
No. We
Split
are
the
not
party.
going-
Good idea.
No. I believe last time we decided that we'd go on your path because we don't know how long that path is going to be there.
It could go either way. Her scent ones could drop
If it
out too
rains.
if it
If it
rains or
rains.
something.
If it
So
rains.
one path. I'll just go to my map here. One path seems to go sort of to the south. What are you raving about?
Can I use my amazing intelligence to try and guess which paths are going to last longer through science and not nature?
Science and not
Sure.
nature.
Give me an intelligence check.
Yay!
One path seems to go south. Another path seems to go northeast, and the other path seems to go northwest.
Intelligence?
Yep.
Okay. Then that would be...
7! I rolled a 2.
No, you have no idea which
Can I
trail is
try?
going to be around longer.
How about we just pick one?
Well, let's go with first, because...
Is which one is mine?
Unless it rains, it's
Yours heads to the northeast.
Let's go northeast, guys. I know that it's there.
unless it rains, Sam's will last the longest. But
Lovely.
if it rains, it's gone.
Can I try and do a thing to see if it's going to rain soon?
You gonna do a rain dance?
You,
Don't do
you
a rain
look
dance. We'll
at
get
the
rain.
sky using your intense scientific knowledge and don't see a lot of clouds on the horizon.
All right.
The one thing that you have noticed is that it does not rain a lot here,
Alright, we should be good.
but there's still lots of trees and grass. It's fairly lush and verdant, despite the lack of rain. And you're not sure why.
Magic!
Okay.
Maybe there's like an underground river or something.
We're headed northeast first.
All right. So how are you guys traveling?
In a group?
We're going to space ourselves out a half an hour from each other.
No. No. We're like, so two people, 2 minutes apart, 2 people, 2 minutes apart, 2 people.
No.
You're gonna
I think me and our rogue should be in the front because I am basically our...
So what if someone sneaks up behind us?
That's why you're in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
I
get
only
this logic.
have one more. I only have one more point of health than him.
So far.
The reason why I wanted Miss in the front is because she can check for traps if we go somewhere. I don't know, it's always right to have you working.
This is an unexplored continent.
So-
There might be intelligent races.
Hunters went in front of us. There could be traps. They could have set traps.
Mhm. And then, what was the best?
Okay. And you are carefully tracking, right?
Yes.
You're trying to follow this path.
Slow, yeah.
So you're probably going fairly slow.
Do you want me to just check for traps?
Okay.
No, you don't need to. Well, yeah, maybe later.
Okay.
As you guys are carefully trying to follow this trail, I need 2 of you to roll me a survival check to see how well you follow the trail.
Wait. I have +3 survival.
We're out in front, but I think Sam's
I
got
have
better.
-2 survival.
+5 survival. Sam's doing it? What
Sam
do you
should,
have?
yeah.
I
Okay.
think that
What
comes
do
from
you
all
have?
the explosions I've gotten into.
Lewis, what do you have?
2.
Yeah, so it's
I
you
have
two.
+3. Yeah.
All right.
Sam, do a survival check.
So roll a d20
ready?
and add 5.
Here's what is this one, man?
Dirty 20!
Nice.
You should.
Well, you know, Samuel's not 20. It's 25.
You rolled an 18 +5.
23. Wow. All right. So as you guys are traveling, you get the feeling that you're following the trail almost dead on.
Mm-hmm.
And you find signs of passage a couple times during the day, and you make some educated guesses as to which way someone would go if they were exploring.
Hey, Luna, you said your family was a family of druids. Are they all druids or are some of them rangers?
Most of them are hunters.
Yeah, but hunters could be druids or rangers.
Yeah, there's her mom is a druid,
Okay,
and her brother is a ranger,
okay,
and her dad is a fighter.
okay. Sounds good.
So,
Pretty
me
good
and my
adventure
mom,
Druid.
Druids.
druids. And, my dad is
Fighter.
a fighter, and then my brother's a ranger.
Ah, so I'm assuming that's your brother's quiver that you picked up.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's just a spare.
A spare quiver. Oh, okay, that works too.
So I think you guys rolled yesterday, or last time. So
I have
it's Mom's turn to roll me a d12. Yeah.
I wanted to roll.
You'll get to
10.
10. All right. As you guys are walking along during the
You
day.
know your encounter table doesn't have to have something bad for every number, right?
Really?
Yes.
It doesn't?
Yeah. My book, my game, one of them is nothing.
Yeah, I don't have any nothings.
And do you remember the pixie encounter with the bush?
Yeah.
That wasn't something bad. That was something amazing.
Yeah.
In my book, there was the griffin you guys encountered.
Sure. So as you guys are traveling along, an entire ship full of pirates attacks you. No, you're walking along, and you end up going through some fairly thick brush, following the trail. And roll me a perception check, please.
Me?
Yes, you.
Is it a monster?
Why me?
Because
You're in the back.
This is good, right? It's not bad. I'm
You
bad.
know, it would have been good, but I have a -2 to perception. So
so what is it?
16.
it's a 16. So
Oh, that's pretty good.
that's still pretty good.
As you guys are wandering through the bush, you find an area that it looks like the plants are growing a lot more ruggedly than they did before.
Good magic.
Probably. This might be a place where Luna's mom slept for the night, and she just made nature better using her magic. And as you're looking around through this thick brush, you think you see healing herbs for potions.
Yay! Does
Would I
anyone have a
collect
herbalism kit?
I think I do. I have alchemy tools.
That's
So
not
it's
herbalism.
not just it's for making that's what alchemy.
For making
Herbalism
potions.
kit.
Sam,
Hey.
Lena has an herbalism
All right,
kit.
so Sam, roll me a d20 plus your proficiency bonus
So
and your
whenever you roll,
and
add
your
2.
wisdom.
Whenever you roll, add 2. Add 5. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. So you guys spend a little bit of time here, and Luna's able to find approximately 3 potions worth of healing herbs. So put those in your inventory, and you can make them into something later.
I thought I was the.
I'm the one that can make
You
potions.
gathered them.
You find the stuff, and she makes them.
You know plants better than she does. She just knows what to do with it once she has them.
And then the ground opens and swallows you guys up whole and chews you. I think you were like, oh, it doesn't all have to be bad as I'm looking at the good part of my table.
The only good part?
The only good part. There's only one good part of my table. You don't know how many things are on that good part.
Alright.
As you continue traveling for the rest of the day, you're pretty sure that you're on the right trail. The forest has started to thin out slightly. You're seeing a little bit more rolling plains.
I just thought of something. We're so stupid. We should have saw where she smelled instead of saw if it was the same path as this one, because that could be the case. Why did I not think of that?
Well, but they were in different directions. You're saying, would they
We
meet
didn't-
up somewhere?
We said maybe she could smell, and then we didn't check where she smelled.
Well, those are two other paths.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
All right.
Is it Lewis's turn to roll?
Well, you guys,
Are we good
it
for
is
tonight?
evening. Do you wish to continue?
Do we want to push on or do we want to...
I want to let's take a rest. I want to see if I can make explosives with anything I have on me right now.
Okay.
Now the potions.
Oh, I can make potions, I guess. Yeah, I'll make
Potions are
Little
difficult
bits.
to make in the wild.
Yeah, that's kind of. So, do I have anything that I could use to make explosives?
Oh, what do you have?
I don't know. Tinker tools.
You probably have some supplies
Yeah.
to make bullets.
Could I
That's
use-
not a lot of powder.
Could I make a grenade?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
Or you-
I hope you're watching that.
or you can save that materials to make bullets. You might need...
All right, I'll continue working on my birds instead.
Okay.
I'm making a magic firework.
You're making a
You
magic
don't know how to
firework.
make that. Oh, does he? I mean, his mom
I
is
don't-
pretty fireworky.
I don't
As
know.
long as it's music based.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a flute. I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's like,
So
it's like,
describe what you're trying to do and how you're trying. What do you
Wait.
have that's going to let you do that?
This might not be a good idea. We are in the middle of the wilderness.
And it's night now.
But it'll look nice. I'm all for this.
like I'm
No, it's a
Roll a
terrible
d12.
No.
I'm mixing my spell light
Yeah.
with some an empty firework container that homemade.
Okay.
Where did you get
I'm
that?
gonna use like some other materials
Like,
that I
he's gonna
have on hand.
sleight of hand Becca's gun.
You guys gunpowder?
Was that a no or a yes?
He asked me, but it's
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
work together on it.
Are you going to work together on this?
Yeah,
All right.
but we're not gonna set it up. We're just gonna make
Yeah.
it.
But why?
Roll,
It's
No,
lovely.
I'm gonna have it, so I can just go.
roll a dexterity
We
check.
just fire the
Lewis,
fireworks at the enemy.
Yes.
roll a dexterity check with advantage.
We need to make a fireworks launcher
Dexterity.
That would be amazing.
to launch at enemies, because they can have colorful and painful attacks.
Wait,
Where are your d20s?
Wait, what's he using to do this?
Dexterity.
Okay, it's better if he does it then.
We're not
With advantage.
Okay.
7.
7. All right. So you are like,
I only gave him a small.
I'm gonna make a firework. What? You're making fireworks?
Yes.
But magical fireworks with where you've cast light on the ingredients.
Yeah.
And so you start working on the idea. You get the idea that a hollow tube you could fill with a bunch of stuff, and you could cast light on stuff as you're putting it in. And you get the feeling that if you manage to make this work, it might make things really bright for a little while as it threw a bunch of things that are casting light into the air.
It's
And
a
it'll
light
probably
bulb.
look pretty cool, but it's going to take a lot more work.
It's a
I'm
light
not quite
bulb.
ready.
I'll probably have to my character's thinking, and my character's thinking about using stuff like tiny glass pieces.
Yeah.
And using light on them, and then
That would
putting
be-
them in a tiny thing, and then
You should collect up a bunch of those dead grass piles.
yeah, I just
and
grab
put those in.
tiny things and put it in my bag.
That's a pretty good idea.
Tiny
like
blades of grass.
I'm making like dice-sized bombs.
I don't think they would explode, but I
With the
could
gunpowder?
I could see like 100 torch level fires just going.
I use it to blind my opponents.
So you're working with a little practice tube and you're putting 4 or 5 pieces of grass in and you're going, and they go.
And it's making
So
nice.
you think
Using
conceptually,
his flute?
yeah. you're using your fluke as like a
Poison arrow.
Oh, they're like dots.
yeah blow dart kind of thing.
They're like dots, and they go, and then
I have actual
and then it
dice.
breaks.
Yeah, but not blow darts.
And then what happens?
All right.
when
Is
it
anyone
breaks
else doing
is it
anything
makes a
over the
ton.
course of the day?
Yes.
Practicing with my darts.
Yeah.
Like throwing it.
I'm pretty much making it so that I blow it out, and then once it hits, it explodes in light. Well, it breaks,
Mhm.
and because of the
I think-
pressure,
I think
all the
as
glass
a
is
normal bard, this probably wouldn't work, but you do have an inventress in the party,
Yeah.
so you guys can probably come up with something
Put your
pretty
heads together and figure something
I'm
out.
gonna have like 10
Hey, Luna! Could you test this potion for me?
neat.
She hasn't heard about it though. How would she know?
It's funny, yes.
You told everyone the story. Multiple times on the boat, on the way over. We've all heard it.
You think back, that might not have been the best plan if you wanted these people to be testing potions for you. Oh well.
What kind of potion?
You could make a mental note to offer them to new people that you meet.
So are we?
So you
Do we have to do?
how are you camping?
Should we take shifts?
Do we have an elf in the party? Do half elves get trance?
No.
I am an elf.
You can take basically 2 watches.
So you trust me?
I'm just saying because it's useful.
You wake up naked.
I'm saying because it's useful.
Okay.
And then somebody else.
Oh,
will
does
take-
someone want to take? I'll stay up for 2 watches. Does someone want to sit up with me?
So I will.
You will.
I mean,
I want to keep making.
I'll take the last watch.
I want to
Okay.
keep making my like bomb.
Are you gonna do last
You
watch
need
with?
to be resting. You don't have time to experiment while you're trying to rest.
Are you gonna take last watch with Era?
Sure.
Okay.
So I can do more.
All right. So
And
So she takes 2 watches because she can go for 4 hours.
roll 2 perception checks with advantage because you have help.
Dad, does he get like double
Oh, that's what
advantage
we're
because
talking
I can be
Two?
over?
Can I have some milk, please?
And also
You
does
should probably save your wolf.
Natural 20
Yeah.
and a natural 19
Okay.
plus 2.
All right. So over the course of the first part of your watch, as you're sitting with Luna, Luna gets a little antsy and decides she's going to turn into a wolf
Where's perfect?
and do a loop of the camp.
+4.
And
We'll do our.
No, but I'm going to be making
You guys, we're not even there yet.
yeah, shush, you're just asleep. Act more like you're asleep. She comes to get you after about 3 minutes and takes you over to some sort of longer grass, and you find in the longer grass bones. There are the bones of probably 3 or 4 humanoids.
Oh.
At first glance, these bones look very old.
Okay.
Yes, very old.
Is there anything else we can tell about them?
As you're sort of carefully looking, you see moonlight reflecting off a surface in one of the piles of bones.
Okay, I'll reach down and figure out what that is.
You reach down and you grab a potion.
Oh.
Oh.
You're not quite sure what it is. It is sort of a silvery liquid, and it appears to have iron filings floating in it.
Iron skin potion.
Potentially.
One
Silver
less
li-
defense.
Liquid?
I mean, I might know.
You might.
Yeah.
You're.
Probably gonna be the alchemy thing, even though a giant cannon would be amazing.
Alright.
All right. The second half of your watch, you rolled what?
Natural 19.
The second half of your watch is fairly uneventful. You do hear in the distance some fairly loud footsteps, and some strange cries. And I guess would you identify the potion over the course of your watch?
Because, yeah, you're up next with me, right?
It is a potion of sharpness.
Sharpness.
You.
Yep.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
It's oil of sharpness.
I would drink it if I didn't know what it was.
No, oil, not potion.
The oil can coat one slashing or piercing weapon, or up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition. Takes a minute to put it on, and for an hour, the coated item is magical and has a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
To one item?
It's the kind of thing
I'm dead.
you want to put on if you're going to go fight something big and nasty.
And you know you're not just a wandering through the wilderness. Yeah.
Right, what type of damage?
Oh,
Slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, bludgeoning.
probably. You probably know what you're doing.
Oh.
Yeah, your darts are piercing, and everything else you have, I think, is
Wait,
bludgeoning.
so I
Plus
was
you have
going
a
to
knife.
say.
Talons.
Oh yeah, your talons would probably be piercing. Slashing? Yeah, sure. Slashing.
Slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, bludgeoning.
Alright.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, you guys finish your watch, having discovered a fairly potent magical item with your natural 20. And Eraor and Jake, give me.
Oh, I'm like no, I'm like on my watch. I'm like ready to battle, but also make my thing.
But you have
You, no, you spent time before you went to bed to
Yeah.
make your thing.
Yeah.
Work on your thing.
So you
Now
guys,
you
you
have
guys are.
trying to steal my thing. I'm the crafty person. I'm the mad
And
scientist.
Eraor, give me a perception check as well.
I thought we were giving
That is
Oh,
a
you-
23,
23. Okay.
and that's without advantage.
Do you have
Not 20. Yeah. 24.
Do you have night vision?
dark vision.
Dark-
I have dark vision 6 VB.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
24.
All right.
If I did not have dark vision,
Then it would just be a straight roll.
yeah, but it would have been a 23.
Yeah.
Because of my 19.
So over the course of the night, as you're resting, you think you see something in the distance,
Did I say something?
and when you sort of go carefully over to check it out, you find a very large dagger.
That's correct.
It's pretty rusted. It's pretty old, but the hilt
Are you
has
looking
some really interesting symbols on it I've never seen before.
Does anyone have identified?
Wait,
If it's-
can
You're
I
the
read
magic
it?
user.
If
Can I
it's-
read it?
Well,
no,
I
you
am
can't.
identified.
It's not language, it's symbols.
I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
It's my
So write down ancient rusty dagger. Yes.
magic dagger. I remember having some.
Louis, don't you have like a book or something that you could write it down in?
Yeah, you had your journal last
There.
time.
Gus, I'll grab you a book.
I'll put it in my book.
I'm gonna grab myself a book.
Okay.
I
We'll have to
might
talk
give
about
it
that
to
later.
you because I kind of want to have
You try and think what it was. All right. The evening passes mostly without event, other than the distant screeches of strange creatures.
I just want to leave my dagger and well, I might use it. I just
That's a cool dagger.
No,
Can I look at it?
Do I know what it is?
It's a dagger.
use it.
It's
please
old and
use it
rusty,
then
and there are symbols on the handle.
I
Do I
say to her,
recognize
I say to her, use it then 5 please.
Is it magic?
Probably
Please
not
try
because
then
it's rusted.
Oh yeah, it's probably
Please.
it's not magic.
But please, you can still try it in 5.
it would take 10 minutes.
Identify only works on magic, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it identifies magical effects usually.
Yeah, but if I like identify this table, will it tell me it's a table?
You will know that it's a table.
But if she spends time identifying it, will it tell her what kind of wood it's made out of?
I don't think so. I don't think that's what identifies.
That's not what identify is. So doing it would just waste 10 minutes.
It might be magic.
It's not magic. It's recipe.
Maybe it just doesn't have magic that makes it not be able to get recipe.
That's all magic.
Ancient
Really?
pagans probably
Magic
not.
items.
Most magic items, buddy,
Don't worry.
they don't break. Yeah.
Dad, what
So it's probably
did
just
I
made of, like,
found
pure
in
steel.
like the house in my
Oh, a quiver.
closet?
Did you write the quiver down on her sheet?
I think so.
I believe so.
Did you write it in felt or in pencil?
I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, I remember. I remember.
And which one of our teammates was
Alright.
an enchanter?
Let's go.
Well, why don't you write it in pencil so that it's
What do you mean?
there?
I didn't print it.
Were you enchant?
Well,
Yeah.
not right now, but in the future.
So you're gonna be able to make a quiver an infinite quiver?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Yes!
All right, let's continue on
Yeah.
with our adventure, guys.
Okay.
We're close behind Mama Night Shadow, it looks like. So let's keep going.
Mama?
Well,
Mhm.
we found Druidic Power, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
How recent was the dramatic magic?
Roll an Arcana check.
that was yesterday.
You found it yesterday, but
Oh. Yeah, I'm really good Arcana, but I rolled an 8, so that'd be.
you don't know
15.
you don't know druidic magic very well, so it'd be hard to
Sam
tell.
can check. It was a 15.
Let's just keep going, you guys.
All
All right, we're adventuring.
Sam can identify that it was druidic magic, but figuring out when it happened, that's a lot harder.
All right.
People knocking on the table.
Can I?
Me.
Can
Sorry.
I roll the d12 now?
No, it's Lucy.
It's Lewis's turn. All right, as you start adventuring for the day, you continue following the trail.
Keep it up, and that'll let Sam go next.
No!
Yeah.
That is an 11.
An 11.
Yes.
Okay,
Please say no more dinosaurs.
no more dinosaurs. You find zombies.
Okay.
uh,
Little dinosaur.
as you're walking throughout the day, you notice that the trail is sort of going everywhere, every which way.
That's
weirdly.
weird.
Almost like whoever you're following was searching for something. And by about midday, you find a hot spring.
Hot spring.
Is there anyone there?
I love hot springs.
How are you going to find out
You're
if there's anyone there?
Your wings will soak and they won't be able to work. That's a
There
water
There are
bird.
birds that can go underwater.
Yeah.
Ducks,
I don't know if eagles are in that.
seagulls.
No eagles.
It's not like if eagles get wet, they're gonna not.
Also,
They
I'm
fly in
a
the rain
human
sometimes.
bird.
Also-
it doesn't mean that I
also,
can't like water.
Do not use the iron oil on her wings. If oil goes on a bird's wing, it can never fly again.
What?
Really?
Yep.
I thought there are birds that use oil to keep their wings like.
He's talking about oil spills.
Oh.
The wings. Oh, oil doesn't evaporate.
It has to be washed off.
Yeah.
All right, so you see a hot spring in the distance. You can see sort of steam rising.
Do you want to go check? Fly over and
I'll be the last one to go in just so that no one surprise attacks. I'm going to be the second last one.
So
I'm flying.
you fly over top. It appears to be a naturally occurring phenomena, and there doesn't appear to be anyone in the surrounding area.
should we take our lunch break here?
Yes.
Yes.
I take off my boots and put them in the.
I can't.
I
Your
just
boots are wet.
No, I take, that's my feet. I take off my boots and put my bare feet in the hot spring.
Right.
I just
I'm
sit on the edge.
gonna
and I'm
be
just like,
in the hot spring and having my arms
I do,
away
I
from
do
the
the
hot
thing
spring
where you get
and
like your big toe and test
continue.
temperature.
I'm gonna continue making it.
my legs are, my feet are just already in.
It's literally a deep running size.
Okay.
That's my goal. I become my human form. Well, no,
You travel
I
mostly
don't
as your
really
human
want wet dog smell. Thanks. I appreciate it.
form. So as you dip your toe in, you're surprised at how warm it is. You're like, ooh, ah, ooh. But as you put your feet in, it feels really nice. And you're pretty sure that you just saved everyone's lives with your testing as Jake comes running past you buck naked and cannonballs.
I'm gonna like.
As he flies through the air, he's like, I don't know how hot this is!
I'm gonna like
Oh,
grab a little bit of like cloth and just like cover my eyes.
No, I have a swimsuit on.
How did you get that
Did you
swimsuit?
I don't think you bought a swimsuit. Do you have a swimsuit in your inventory?
Magic.
I
He's got illusion.
Does he have a fleet of illusion, or he just has the spell? Minor illusion.
I'm not finding it.
I don't have illusions.
You don't have
That
minor
it's just
Not all
magic.
bards had minor illusions.
It's just
I'm like- I'm like
literally
just
just
it's
sitting
just
there with my feet in the water.
magic.
Just with like
That's all
cloth
it is.
over my eyes.
I magically got.
He doesn't have one.
You
That would have been good.
you would need to do some work to build the magical swimsuit spell.
What if you just cast light so it's so bright you can't see it? Light out.
That's not how bright the light spell is. Are you trying that?
No.
Okay.
This cast
It's a very well lit job.
I can't fall in with my clothes on. What? I'm back up here, probably.
Yeah, you do have a set of
I-
common clothes.
Do I also have a backup?
I think you have a set of common clothes in your
Yeah.
inventory.
I'm.
Do
Another
I
thing
need to
just-
work on something that makes magical swimsuits?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there
Okay.
with my feet in the water.
Do we have does anyone have some paper and pen and something? You probably do, right?
Yeah.
So that we can make a note of this? How far away does
I'm keeping track of how we get home so we can find our way back here.
Well, I'm thinking that the town might want to know if this is a natural hot spring. They might want the information.
Ooh, we can make it like a resort.
Yes.
Someone could. We could sell the information.
We get paid.
Yeah. We get paid if
I
somebody
bet we
comes
could
in.
get at least 20 gold off this place.
Maybe.
We get 25% of the money that we get.
Is it really
Right.
pretty? Is the place pretty?
You
It
can
is.
plant
It's
plants.
pretty scenic.
You could hire a druid to
There's
gussy
not
up.
a druid right here.
No, I mean like to gussy it up. Like whoever decides to make a.
I need to figure out how to make a camera.
Luna, give me a perception check as you guys are all taking part in some portion of bathing.
Why are we doing that?
Because
Okay.
Alright, I'm also gonna take my corset off so that I'm just in the little white thing. The little white jumpsuit.
I don't wear
Have you
shoes.
seen
so
white
Dad, I have a
clothes
question.
in water?
I have a question, Dad.
you're as naked as Jake is all of a sudden.
I'm not naked.
I mean,
Sarah, 15.
the corset's underneath. We wouldn't have done that.
15. Dad, I have a question.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just the.
do
white
I want
clothes
to
is
continue
usually
crafting
CG
it,
white
or do I just continue?
We'll do that at the end of the day.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're just,
I know you've been working on it all day.
Yeah, I've
I
got
didn't
it.
take it.
I want
I just
Luna,
roll
as you're
my
looking
pants.
around, you see on one of the rocks, there's sort of raised sort of, it looks almost like natural scratches and grooves, but you recognize it as the secret druidic language that your mom taught you.
Dad, that's like still me a satellite. I don't know for you. I need it. Dad, I
What does it
say?
Hang on. It says, it's some basic directions, almost like a signpost, like your mom was leaving notes for herself. There's an arrow that's pointing back the general way you came, and it says homestead. There's an arrow pointing the way you're going, and it says ancient tower.
You guys, there's an ancient
I think I have the key.
How do you know that?
I
And then-
read this.
And then there's another arrow pointing, and it says pass, mountain pass.
Where is it pointing?
It's pointing sort of off this way to the way you guys are traveling.
Honestly, I would rather go to the mountain area.
But
but we don't know which way.
they went.
Can we tell which direction she went from here?
You're not sure yet.
Okay.
Can I say something? I'm gonna look if there's any footprints.
Okay. Yes, Lewis.
Firstly, I pull out the dagger that no one's seen yet, and I said, "This might be the key."
I saw it.
Yeah, but not many people have seen the key. I'm in the
The
dagger.
key to what?
The dagger. It might be a key to the ancient tomb because it's an ancient dagger. And then I
Oh.
put it back away. Also, this is just something that I noticed. Later on, once my thing's done, I'm gonna be like, I cast blind, and I just roll it.
Yeah, it'll depend on how you roll with that. All right. So you see the trail that you guys have been following, and then roll me a survival check to see if you see any other trails.
What dice that?
This one.
D20.
So we are following
And
the
then
map.
can you see what it
It's
is?
+5.
+5.
Unless I
+5.
Wait, that's not 3. That's 13.
Yeah, I know. I'm just doing.
The easy math first.
Yeah.
and then you just add a 1.
Oh, well, 10.
What is 18?
Good
18.
job.
So we can take the side.
So the trail that you're following, that one is very clear. You see 2 or 3 other trails that lead out of the clearing. You get the feeling that when your mom found this place, she started using it as a base to
Oh.
explore from.
So we could maybe stay here and she might come back, or
Maybe, or you could check and see if she's exploring some of the places she's already been, or
which is the can she tell which path is the most recent with an 18?
with an
It would be
18.
nice to camp out.
It's midday. We got lots of time.
The path that is marked towards the ancient tower looks like it was traveled multiple times, which is why when you were looking for a way out of this clearing, that was the clearest one. The path that looks like it's been traveled the most recently, though, is the one that leads towards Mountain Pass.
Yay, we get to go on the mountain.
I think
Right?
you should go to Mountain Pass.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to camp out.
You can come
For
back
like a
here.
few
days.
I want to roll.
We're trying to
Okay.
get
a D12.
caught up. Yeah, we're trying to catch up to the mom.
Yeah, we can go
Well,
check
but-
out the other place later.
Jake also wants to go to the ancient tower because he thinks he has the key.
No, I'm fine with not going to the ancient tower to
You
get
can
some
go there
mom.
later.
Yeah.
So there's a mountain pass and an ancient. Okay, so we've
Once-
got. Wait a minute. We've got
Mountain Pass.
Where are we right now?
Hot Springs.
Hot Springs.
Once we find her mom, I'll ask her if she's found a way into the tomb. If she hasn't, I'll just try to use the dagger.
Tower,
Tower.
not tomb.
Okay.
Although, have you been reading my notes?
What? Wait, dude.
Alright.
Tomb is not inaccurate.
What?
Okay. So are we gonna continue on to the mountain pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys begin the second half of your travel, and you head in the general direction of the mountain pass. This trail is a lot harder to follow. Looks like it has only been traveled once. So I will need
How about
survival checks from 2 people.
yeah.
I think it's you two.
have
You two.
plus 3 survival.
Do
You win.
I have +5?
Yep.
Lean forward so we can see you while you roll.
21.
Nice.
Actually, your hood, Sam, is making you almost invisible. That's what it is.
There you go.
Oh, look at her hair.
Yeah.
Man, can you shake your head? There we go.
Is it a
Can
high
you
number?
do math while you shake your head?
Let me check. Is it a high number?
And there's an 18.
Oh, that is a 14.
Ancient tower. Yeah.
14.
14.
Because I rolled a 9 on
I'm
my.
drawing a little
What
man.
would have happened if they both rolled nat 20s?
Then they probably would have been following the trail very well. With a lot of guesswork, you think that you're managing to find places where she has traveled before. This trail is really hard to follow though, because it seems like she only went this way once. But you track it for another 4 or 5 hours.
Then we get to the mountain pass.
No, then evening sort of closes in. You guys start getting tired.
But
Did Becca not get to roll?
She's gonna roll tomorrow.
Oh, she's not gonna roll this evening?
The hot spring was today.
Okay.
But we didn't.
I thought we were doing morning and afternoon.
It depends.
It depends.
So
Not so
are
much
we
we can
on
happen
I
in
keep
advance.
I keep making
Other
the
than rock
finger.
side.
I keep making
Well,
it.
no, that's not true. We could run into harpies, or we
So
could
Dad,
run
is it
into
like this?
wolves, or
Well,
we
yeah,
could
but he
run into...
doesn't have a
Sort of.
rolling thing compared to
And I'm
that.
guessing this
Unless
is
he
where
does.
we
I
take
don't know.
So Dad, are we on one
Keep
now?
crafting so far.
You are traveling. You're traveling in the direction. You do
At
see some
least.
mountains in the distance. You think it's probably going to take you at least another day or a day and a half to get to the mountains.
Okay.
So
Dad?
let's go to bed.
Dad,
Yes.
I'm gonna spend like how long?
Roll me an intelligence check this time.
Are we gonna camp?
I'd
All
probably
right, and
spend
you're still helping him.
I'd probably spend 5 hours
You
doing
probably want me to do it
Today.
this time because I have
Okay.
really high intelligence.
Okay, roll it with advantage, Rebecca.
We need to.
this. So because we're working together. We're on my
Well, but all right, 16.
16. All right. So Jake spends the entire day picking things up and showing them to you, like this could work. This would be good. To the point where you start thinking about how it would work, and you're thinking that you want a little bit of heft. So probably some smaller
Rocks, maybe?
pebbles, maybe.
okay.
And you're going to want to block the bottom so that when the explosion goes, it kicks the rocks as far up as you can get it.
Okay, I can do that.
So you guys end up constructing what sort of looks like a small mortar tube.
What if I want it to be like a small
it'll
dice?
Yeah, well, that's
Probably
the tube that the dice goes in.
it'll probably be ready to test in a couple days.
Alright. Yeah, I'm doing
Are we
like
doing
5
this
hours.
without a blueprint? Are we doing this without a blueprint or with a blueprint?
You're probably making a blueprint as you
All right.
go.
All
So
right.
that we can make it. And once we know how to make it, we can make it
Nice.
a ton.
You are in at this point. There are almost no trees. You're in sort of this plain, and you can see as you're traveling towards some mountains. But when you look off to your right, you see almost this jagged line across the horizon. That it looks like the plains sort of weed and stop.
Huh. Okay. So we're fine now.
I
All
keep
right.
on crafting.
Who's gonna take watch?
Why
Not
don't
me.
you other two take watch with me tonight, and we'll let you two take the last watch.
Every day
I
I'm
can
crafting.
take first watch and second
So, man, what's your perception?
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not doing it again.
Lewis, the cook bard slash
Yes.
engineer.
Fine, my ass.
You
Man, this
take
perception is
watch with
definitely
me.
higher than
With
mine.
me.
Man, I'm rolling
And I'll keep
advantage.
crafting while taking
3.
watch.
I agree.
So what?
16.
Yep.
The first one, and then
Yeah,
with
that
Lewis, slow down and come sit. You're making me sick.
Okay.
19.
Oh, 2
Wow.
plus what?
What are you
Roll it
rolling?
twice, man.
I don't know.
Or you
I
can roll
haven't
my
asked you
dice.
to roll anything yet, so.
Okay, what was that?
Over the course of your watch, you hear in the distance more sort of hooting and hollering and large footsteps, but it seems like whatever it is that's around and
This
hunting
one's less.
is in the trees, and you guys are not in the trees right
We're
Alright.
Go to the trees. Roll the natural.
now. Nice. Sadly, you're in the middle of nowhere, so there's nothing really extra to spot lying around.
You said mine.
Oh, can I roll them all, people?
All right.
Um,
Next day.
So as you guys begin traveling the next day, Rebecca, give me a d12.
So I just keep
I'm
making.
gonna
Yes.
murder us all here, aren't I?
3!
3.
Is the lower number the worst?
That happens to be the one for a Taras.
As you guys are waking up in the morning, you hear a strange moaning noise and some shuffling. And as you sort of gather up and look, you see traveling towards you, shambling, this strange creature with pieces of armor hanging off of it.
Who said zombie earlier? Someone said zombie earlier. Using your pulse.
And As you're looking at it, it seems to stop and sniff the air. And it turns towards you guys, and you can see it has burning red eyes. It lifts its arm up, and it's got these long, nasty claws. And it comes running straight for you. Roll initiative.
Wait, how far is it?
Fairly close.
13.
9.
What would that be?
Roll a d20. And
And
this.
drop it in the
Middle
natural 20.
11.
Ah!
13
This
was.
dice rolls natural 20 more often than regular.
Yeah,
but
just-
also
Who rolled a 9?
low very often.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 9.
6.
9 is Gadget. 6 is
With my natural one.
Miss. Nice. Luna, what did you roll?
She's still roll your d20.
She did. She's counting.
8. Lily, did you know that far?
8.
I didn't.
Okay.
Well, we should show to Lily.
No, don't worry about it, Liz.
They'll see Lily in the background on a semi-regular basis. All right. As this thing comes charging towards you, Era, you're a little bit more alert than everybody else. You can go first.
She's gonna wrap it with my quarterstaff.
All right. You charge towards this thing with your quarterstaff at the ready.
Natural 19 plus 5.
Nice. A 24 definitely hits.
Why are you stomping around so much, Lewis?
I'm playing with Lily.
Okay, can you play quieter?
And you're up next, buddy.
5 damage. 5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning damage.
And I'm gonna use an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Lewis,
Sorry.
Roll
Stop.
2d4.
Inner suitcase or backpack, please. This is why I didn't want your backpack open. Was Lily was going to eat everything in your schoolwork. Lily, come. Lewis,
8
it's right there.
damage.
I just thought of what I want to make
8
next.
damage.
Several.
Make a list because you keep coming up with new ones.
All
Next.
right, Jake, your turn.
Lewis. Okay, you take your turn.
I'm gonna be like, oh, you look like poop or something weird. Ink? I don't know what to say, but
So
you're weird.
I'm assuming you're using Vicious Mockery?
Yes.
All right. What's your spell save?
I forget. I'll check. 14. 1-4.
Do. Wisdom saving throw. It fails. Roll a d4.
Yeah.
And it
Go
has
bar.
disadvantage.
You're gonna let. I could Dad, do you remember all my insults for Maiden's Veil?
I do.
4.
4 points of damage.
They were
You-
so.
You yell at this thing, and apparently it cares about how it looks. You deal some damage to it. It has disadvantage on its attack,
Yes.
and it rears up and slashes at Ur, who is closed with it. With disadvantage.
Yeah. Why does it have disadvantage?
8 because he used
Mockery.
Vicious Mockery on
To
it.
hit?
18 to hit.
18. Oh, but that is. I was like 8
Okay.
to hit?
Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, it's saved.
Yep. All right. As the claws grind into you, you suffer 7 points of damage,
I have 2 hit points.
and you feel vaguely sick, as if there was something on the claws that is just not reacting well for you. And that is its turn. Gadget.
Wait, can I like really
A bullet or fire?
fire?
All right.
Did I like not? Did I fail the check?
No, you succeeded. The check.
So I'm
It's
back.
still the damage.
You feel kind of gross, but you're not dealing.
21.
21 hits. Roll your d10.
1.
1.
1 damage.
You line up your empty chamber on your gun and fire, and this bolt of fire goes flying out and just singes the side of the creature, and it takes 1 damage. Luna.
Am I in my swimming pool?
Yes. That's generally how you travel. Because I think you can only be a wolf for 2 hours.
She's not level 2 yet. Technically, she can't be a wolf yet.
Why?
She's a special druid who's had extra training.
Because she's been doing this since birth.
Don't most druids do it since birth?
Not necessarily.
Please don't jump on the dog. So are you turning into a wolf? Okay.
I'm looking for my druid
Your spells or your weapons.
spill.
You could heal
Could
Era.
I be healed? I have 2 hit points out of 9.
So heal you.
She, do you have
You have
less health than Lewis?
cure wounds?
Yep. So do I.
Huh. Wait, do you have any healing? Do you even have any? These are just spells.
Are people constantly in the front
Yeah,
line?
those are her spells. What are they?
Squishy. Druid craft lore who have good berry, speak with animals, fairy, fire, and thunder ray.
Good berries to heal.
Good berries a heal.
How long does it take to cast?
Casting time, 1 action.
Okay.
No, but she's got to be close enough to pass you a berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or shove it down your throat.
Can
Alright, so you're going to cast Good Berry?
you like
Alright.
walk up behind me?
What does it say she has to roll for how many good berries she gets?
Is it up to 10?
Up to 10 berries appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration. A creature can use its action to eat 1 berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point. The berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
Alright, so your druid stands up and makes a patch of berries grow around Erur. Mist.
Wait, one more thing. For
Yeah.
If we can go back to my turn quickly, can I like move around to the other side of it?
Because you planned on doing that when you were talking with Mist.
Yeah. So I get advantage.
Yep.
on the attack. 24.
24 hits. Roll damage.
12 damage.
With
Plus my
your
sneak
sneak.
Yeah.
6 sneak.
So 18 damage?
Yeah. I rolled 2 6s.
So everyone else unloads on this thing. Mist walks up to it with her 2 short swords and just goes, "Sheik!" and cuts his head off and it collapses on the ground.
That was just 1 attack.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Flavor, yeah. That was worth 90 experience.
Hey!
to next level.
You do?
300 and
This
40
is the
experience is what we have.
so as people of the world, you're aware that undead monsters exist, but they're not everywhere.
They're very rare. This is a weird thing to find out in the middle of nowhere.
So like dinosaurs and undead creatures,
Is there a necromancer living here?
or a dinomancer.
Oh, that's what I was
Or like
thinking.
A
340.
necromantic cleric.
or something, yeah.
It's a
With
Dinomancer,
a
okay?
zombie squirrel.
It's my friend Dinomancer.
That'd be amazing.
A zombie, yes.
Oh my goodness, what if the tiny idea I had was correct and this is where she's been all this time?
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so I think that we're going to stop the video and then do our level ups, and then we'll continue next time.
Alright, well thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.